Hello Leo, and welcome to your tarot reading for February 2015. My name is Nikki, and this month we're going to do a little bit of a different spread. I'm going to do one card for each week instead of the 3 cards for each week like I did last month. There's also going to be a positive and a negative outlook card for the whole month. So I've already shuffled and meditated over the cards, and now I'm going to lay them out for you. First week, second, third, fourth, positive outcome, negative outcome. Okay. Okay, Leos, for the first week, you have the 7 of Cups. This symbolizes all your wonderful choices that you have in the first week of February. You're not really sure what to do with yourself this first week or which direction to go. You may feel a little confused or flighty, but you got a lot of options in front of you. Maybe even some free time to think about your options. Maybe you're dreaming a lot. Not real sure there, but you got your head in the clouds, and that's not always a bad thing. That can be a good thing, to explore all your different options, and that way you can then kind of narrow things down and pick out what is best for you. For the second week, you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is all about learning new experiences, and these experiences are going to be ones that affect you emotionally. Perhaps you're getting invited to a wedding, or a bar mitzvah, or a baby shower, or it could be anything like that. So something that is hopefully a happy event. It could be a funeral or something like that, but hopefully it's a happy event. And it's going to be one that sparks some emotions inside of you. And if it's not an event, it's about learning something new. And whatever this new thing is, it's going to affect you in an emotional way. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what this new experience is for you, Leo, and what you're experiencing emotionally with it. That would be interesting to hear about. With the third week, you have the Magician. The Magician is all about kind of manipulating the powers that be, the elements, and to get what they want. Now, if you are in the role of the Magician, you are doing the manipulating. You are yielding things to go your way. You're planning and plotting, making things seem one way when they're really another way. But it could also be somebody else in your life who is playing the Magician with you. So, I don't know, be aware of that. Because if it's not you, you could have somebody who is manipulating you. And hopefully if it is you, you're not manipulating a situation for a bad reason. Perhaps it's a good reason. Perhaps you are, it could be a multiple of things when you're talking about life situations, but perhaps you're throwing a party and you want the party to go really well. So you're, doing all this planning, and you could be manipulating things, manipulating sounds like such a bad word, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It could be cleaning up the area that you're going to have the party in, and making it look a different way than it normally does. So it's like creating your own little magic on things. So, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. And hopefully you're in the role of the Magician. It's always a lot more fun that way, to be the Magician yourself and have things come out the way you want them to. For the fourth week, you have the Two of Swords. Been seeing her a lot lately. The Two of Swords is about having a choice, or two choices, and you're having a hard time with these choices because you're blinded by these choices. Or there's something you can't see in the situation that's making these choices hard for you to make. So perhaps, you know, if you're not the magician, perhaps this person who is playing the magician in your life in this third week has something to do with blinding you on this fourth week, because magicians could definitely blind you to something. They're great illusionists. So, you know, somebody could be pulling the wool over your eyes, literally, in a situation. Okay, so for the positive aspect of the month, you have the Ace of Swords. Aces are always gifts from the universe, so this is a good positive card to fall in your positive outcome for the whole month. It's going to affect your whole month through each week, and this is a gift of intellect, a gift of being charming and being able to hold your own in a conversation, and you know, when you're talking about those you know, those type of conversations like politics or something, you're going to be able to sound smart and intelligent and hold your ground, and people are going to be like, oh, they know their stuff, they know what they're talking about. So very good card. Going to be kind of witty this month. Okay, so for the negative aspect of the month, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen obviously is a feminine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female. And this has to do with an earth sign. Now, Leo is fire, so I'm going to say that this is somebody other than yourself that is into your life this month. And since it's in the negative aspect, because normally I would read this as a positive card, but it's kind of a reversed reading since it's in the negative outlook. This person, this might be the magician. This might be the manipulator who is manipulating you, and it's going to have to do with finances. So there's going to be some kind of unfortunate event or thing financially. Maybe you're lending out money, and you know, I think there's something really going on with the planets this month of February, because I just did another reading for Virgo, very similar reading to this, where it's like somebody is taking advantage financially. So something's going on with the planets that's kind of affecting everyone in a similar way. So the magician is very possibly a feminine energy who is an earth sign. Okay, earth signs are Capricorns, Virgos, and I always have trouble with earth signs. And Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. Okay. So, and if it doesn't happen to be somebody who falls under one of those signs, it's somebody with a very earthy quality to them. And you know these type of people. Some people might say they're kind of hippie-ish, or kind of the all-natural people, or maybe they look like, maybe they're dirty. You know, you can describe earthy type people in lots of different ways. It could be a positive thing, it could be a negative thing. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. You know how to distinguish between those types of people. And earthy people might also be people who like the outdoors a lot and like being close to the earth. So, yeah, so if it's not a literal person who falls under one of those signs, it's one of those types of people, and they have a feminine energy to them, most likely female, most likely somebody who's kind of, they don't have to be older, but they kind of, maybe like I keep thinking of an older sister, really. Somebody who is, they try to be the superior of you, if that makes sense. They try to be, I'm trying to explain it well. My brother does this to me, even though he's younger than me. He oftentimes tries to come off like he's the older brother, and he's more wise and he's more experienced, but you know, he only calls when he needs something. That type of person. So, yeah, watch out for that, because I feel that they're the magician and that they are going to try to pull the wool over your eyes in some way, perhaps ask for money, and this is maybe why in the fourth week you're having a hard time deciding, should I give them money or not? You know, this is a general reading, so it's unlikely that that is exactly what's happening for all of you, but it's something along those lines, and I'm sure this corresponds at least somewhat. So, anyway, that was kind of a longer reading than I planned for, but anyway, this is the full reading, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If it does correlate, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And before I go, I'd like to say that I really appreciate all my new subscribers, and I've had fun reading the comments and responding to you, and I will talk to you guys all next month. Bye-bye.